In art preservation news. Submitted by Proof Pointed.
Proof Pointed!
Oh yeah, that's from the other video.
Make that shirt, bro.
What was it? Point proven.
But then he said proof pointed.
Yeah, Proof Pointed.
Proof Pointed!
A tattoo artist's wife plans to remove her husband's skin to preserve his body art.
Wait, this isn't the first time I heard something like this.
It's the first time I've heard something like
When we
that.
first talked about this is when it was like this company was launched. It's like, oh, now you can preserve your skin art when you die. But then now this one, it's like they're actually doing it, and it's also the biggest to date. Like how many
pieces? Damn, that's crazy.
Ooh, save my skin.
Have you guys ever wondered, actually not ever wondered.
Make a football
But you know
out
how
of it.
our skin is kind of reminds me of like pig skin. I wonder if somebody cooked us, if it would crackle like pork skin.
It'll be as delicious.
I don't know about the delicious part, but I wonder.
I think probably.
Our skin's a little thinner, I think.
Oh, for sure. Theirs is thick as fuck, man.
Pork skin, it looks like a very, very rough.
Leather.
Also very tasty.
Oh, yeah, dude.
People do practice tattooing on pigskin though.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
So this story is about Chris. He's a very well-known tattoo artist.
How come when pigs escape to the wild and become boars, their skin becomes black and really, really furry?
No, that's gotta be a different type of pig.
No, it's the same pig.
Same thing.
Wait, it is. So, are we shaving our pigs?
No, that's just a domesticated pig. And then when it escapes into the wild, and it just takes one generation for them to be a boar.
Okay, conspiracy Boze is on the case.
Yeah.
Is it dirt?
And then they grow tusks and just all that shit.
It's not the same. It can't be the same pig. Yeah.
I need to see a time lapse of this thing.
That's why all the boars are they're invasive species because they're escaped farm animals.
Pigs can escape?
If they have the key, they'll stick it in and they'll open the gates.
How did they get out in Chicken Run?
Chicken Run? What's a chicken
That
run?
movie, that claymation one, that's old school.
Yeah, they got out. How'd they get out?
I don't know.
It was the flying
Maybe the pig
rooster
pen
dude.
broke. Maybe a tornado came and broke the cage and then they were able to run into the forest. I
can't
don't
believe
know.
pigs are more intelligent than dogs.
Yeah. And they're genetically very similar to us.
Yeah.
So we're like almost cannibalizing ourselves. But they so good though.
I know, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, what just blows my mind is how quick they turn into boars.
Yeah, like it's like they were. I guess their domestication must have been pretty recent then, right? For them to just revert back that fast, or they're just that like intelligent or something.
I need to see a time lapse of this thing.
Yeah, it's nuts. Cause when you look at a boar and you look at like a pig, it's so fucking different.
So
it's almost like a chihuahua and a wolf.
I mean, I could understand if it's like, you know how like if a dude doesn't like shave his face or clean up or anything for a few weeks, then like, you know, he starts to look like a totally different person. I could understand if we had pig upkeep. Like, are we shaving the pigs? Are we bathing the pigs?
I don't know about that, but I have a feeling that we don't. But what trips me out is how does it turn from a white guy to a black guy?
In one generation.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
They listen to hip hop in the forest.
They be listening to hip hop and then they get crazy.
That's how it works out.
All right, so we're talking about Chris here, tattoo artist from Canada. He died in his sleep recently.
Well, that's a nice way to go.
Yeah, his wife Cheryl will be preserving his art through different companies.
He looks like a pastor, not a tattoo artist.
Yeah, so this is Cheryl.
Oh, I thought that was a big ass tie.
This is Chris.
Is he gonna taxidermy him?
No. So what they're doing is that they're removing 7 pieces from his body.
That's a nice fox.
I'm missing some photos. 1 second.
Even his own pieces are really intricate too.
Yeah.
I always wonder, like, when you're a really good barber or a really good tattoo artist and you're better than everyone else, do you get a haircut or a tattoo from someone else? You're like, fuck, this guy sucks.
I'm sure.
This guy fucking sucks ass.
Would you guys get another tattoo?
I would, but it takes me a long time to figure out what I want. So maybe when I'm 70.
I forgot I have tattoos.
All right, so this
Yeah, I
is
forget
what
you
the
have tattoos, too.
preserving thing will do. So they preserve the skin and the art, and then they put it in like a really dignified kind of.
Was that on someone's ball sack or something? How come it's shaped like that?
Why would it be a ball sack?
That's someone's skin?
Like the front to the back.
Yeah, it's just someone's skin.
That's crazy.
This is another one.
That's someone's skin?
That's not, okay, I get it that part of the whole thing is to preserve someone you love, but if you love them, how do you feel about them just being filleted?
Yeah.
I'd rather just have a picture taken and then frame that.
Same.
Dude, that's crazy.
This is more of Chris's work.
That's crazy looking.
That just looks like a stencil.
So the people that are behind it,
I would just want a hand.
called Save My Ink Forever.
How about a hand like this? And then like you cut that hand off, taxidermy the hand, right? And then you get the rest of the body, like, you know, painted on the wall, and then you have that hand sticking out of the wall. So then every day you could shake hands or high five or whatever.
Yeah.
Your husband give you a slap on the ass in the morning. It'd be great.
Yeah.
How would y'all feel if you were in a relationship and your spouse says to you, you know, I really love that tattoo on your arm. When you die, I would like to have that preserved.
I'll say whatever you want.
Really? Like you would be okay with it?
Yep.
Yeah, because different people have sentimental value to different things.
You wouldn't let them keep a tattoo of you?
Hell no. And I only have like, I have 2 tattoos and they're both very embarrassing. I don't want anyone to remember me for that.
That's because you feel like your body's still your body when you die.
What? What are they?
Yeah, what are they?
She has one on her vagina that says Boze.
I have a tattoo on my back that says vicious.
Wow.
Were you vicious?
I was 18.
Was that your alias?
At that time, I thought that I was a real tough cookie, but in reality, it was all a defense mechanism, and I'm a big softie.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, I got vicious on my back.
What's the other one?
I have the word Belial on my arm.
Belial?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
it's Latin for without a master. Later on, come to find out, it's also a demon in Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be Latin for without a master. So I was like, nobody can tell me what to do. I'm gonna get this. And I never got another tattoo again.
I was about to say, because I played Diablo 2.
Yeah, everyone like, because I'm in the gaming industry, everyone's like, oh my god, isn't that like the devil? And I'm like, well, it's like Latin, but like, I guess. Like,
Oh, shit, dude.
yeah.
I would stop too if I got 2 tattoos I regretted.
Yeah,
I feel like I relate because when you choose a tattoo, you're trying to make a statement. You're so serious about it. Now at my age, I don't give a fuck. I just want good art.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm getting my last name because it's for my mom and my grandma. It's like, shut the fuck up, 18-year-old Joe, you fucking idiot.
18-year-old,
Why
you get the whole chest piece with your last
I know,
name.
like, I was gonna do so many other things. Oh, I gotta get this piece. And I remember talking to my tattoo artist too, like, oh, this means this to me. Like, they don't give a fuck. They just wanna fucking design. But it's so important to you. And then, like, people have this stance like, oh, you shouldn't get a tattoo unless it means something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that was
shut the fuck up, dude.
That was like a phase where people
Yeah.
are like, yeah, it has to mean stuff. Like
Yeah.
ugh.
Now I'm so glad I didn't do it. I'm like, fuck, man, because like the decisions that you make, you're so fucking emotional, and it's like it's so meaningful. But it doesn't matter when you like later on. You're like, why did I have to prove myself to anything?
Girls, do you guys think that tattoos gives the guy a sexy factor?
When I was like 18.
Well, it depends on the type of tattoo. Like,
And
if
the
they
type
have,
of guy too.
if they have like really good art, then I'm like, oh shit, okay,
Good
you're
taste.
good. Yeah, you have really good taste. But if he had like really, like if he had like barbed wire and shit here, I'd be like, oh.
Like picture this.
Let's talk about that.
Picture this. David Beckham, no tattoos. He's a completely different person now.
Really? I only know what his face looks like. I don't think about his tattoos.
Yeah, I don't think about his tattoos at all.
he's
They give him an
British.
edge.
Yeah, because he's
Give
British,
him an edge.
and he's very modelly, and then that
Yeah.
gives him like this like
He has an edge.
there's like a extra pizzazz to him.
Because there's some people too, like I see, they get their tattoos, and I'm like, damn, that shit did nothing for you, bro. Like, how did that do nothing for you? It's like it's almost like the tattoo doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Maybe it's their personality or something. You know what I mean? Like who they are as a person. They get like a dope ass art piece, but it's like
I still really want to get a tattoo. But the reason why I've never gotten it is because my tastes change so frequently. Or I'm like, oh, I don't want to get something and then not like
You
it.
get a tattoo that it only takes 10 minutes to do.
Oh yeah, they're the whole little minimalist, like very skinny letters thing is so.
Yeah, like right now I would like it, but then what if like I would hate it later?
For sure.
Cover it up.
For sure it's gonna happen.
yeah.
I don't hate my tattoos because they all mean something.
Yeah.
See that too?
Mine
Like
doesn't-
there's nothing
mine-
where I would want to put meaning.
You better put a picture.
No, I mean
of
like
fucking Isaac's
they
face
mean
on it.
something as in memory. Like they suck now, but it was like me and my buddy got tattoos at the same time when we were underage and we shouldn't have got it. But it was such a cool experience,
Yeah.
even though the art is shit. And in the other one, I tattooed myself. So I'm like, that was cool.
And the bestest tattoo you can ever get now, in 3 years, it's a shitty tattoo.
Because technology changes.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, art changes.
You,
like-
you go find me a fucking what's it called, a hipster chef in LA that doesn't have a fucking cleaver tattooed to them.
Oh my god, that's so
Tattoos aren't edgy
funny.
That's just like a lot of artists though. Like if you're in the creative space, it's like a pre.
Oh yeah, a lot of artists
like.
have tattoos.
Well, that's
You
the
have to
problem
have that.
with me is that tattoos lost its edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just, to me, it's like a fucking earring. It's a decoration now.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
And it's a hell of a commitment for an earring. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't mind it. I think it's cool. Like, I'm glad that it kind of lost its edge because now people aren't like judging you based on it.
I like the edge.
I like the edge, dude.
Because it was special. Like when I was like 18, that's like fucking, what is that? I don't know, I can't do math. Over 10 years ago, right? I was dating a girl at the time that had sleeves. That was fucking rare.
Yeah, it's still a girl with 2 full sleeves. That's wild, you know?
But not as much as before though.
Yeah.
Like 10 years plus, that shit was like, you're either gang related or you're a fucking badass.
So for you, it was because it told you a story about the person?
It's also like you were pretty risky. Like now it just means you could take pain. But back then it meant like you were really outside of society and you were ready to kind
What's
of
like the new thing for that then now?
nothing.
I feel like it's cauliflower ears.
Yeah.
You see someone cauliflower ears, like, okay, this guy's gonna fuck shit up. Don't fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
Like it really did represent a rebel or like edge.
I don't know,
I feel
because
like now it's not that.
Well, at least where we live, it's not, but the rest of the world hasn't.
Probably. I mean, yeah, it's still edgy, but I think it's lost a lot of it.
when I was like 16, 17, 18, I was in the whole like emo kid, scene kid phase. So every dude that I dated was like gauges, piercings, tattoos. Because to me, I didn't care if you had a job. I didn't care if you were a nice person. I'm just like, oh, you're hot and you're like in my scene thing or whatever. I dated all y'all. They ain't have no money. They had a lot of emotional problems. I dated literally like 4 super tattoos.
Well, you literally
dudes.
just said you're in the emo scene.
Exactly, but like to me, I cannot do tattoos. I can't do alternative anymore because like I've dated so many of them that I'm like, yeah, no, thank you, no more.
That you turned into an Asian lady?
Yeah.
Is that
You turned into
No, thank you. No.
No. I don't lie.